there and you twist it like you're turning a screw. And one lady yesterday said, well, it's kind of like sharpening a pencil. Anybody remember pencils? Well, that's how you do it. It's nice and gentle. You get a cool little hole like that. I'm gonna give you the 3 secrets of pumpkin carving. Are you ready? Well, what I do is I put it in my lap. That's the safest way to carve a pumpkin. It always makes me nervous to watch somebody chase a roly thing across a table with a knife in their hands. So if you carve it in your lap, it's not gonna roll around. You have control, and that's the safest way. Now, a lot of people open the top like that. You know, they take the lid off. I open the pumpkin from the bottom. I think it helps the pumpkin last just a little bit longer to leave that stem on. It's just one piece of pumpkin. You don't have to figure out how that lid goes on. It doesn't fall in or anything. And I think it's a lot more pretty with that lid on. Okay, carefully insert your saw. And then it's just a real gentle move. It's just straight up and down. That's the second secret of pumpkin carving. Straight up and down. Don't try too hard. Can you say that with me? Don't try too hard. That's right. Well, after you get your pumpkin cleaned out, you want to put your pattern on. Who would say, I'm not even that good at making stick figures? Yeah, I don't draw very much either, but I can draw on the computer, and that's where I make my patterns. Put a piece of tape at the top and the bottom, and I tape it down. And then tape side to side. And then there's just little bubbles of paper in between those tapes, and I carefully fold those down, trying to avoid messing up the artwork too much. So it's important to get that top, bottom, side first, and then fold the little bubbles. The next tool is this transfer tool. It's a little metal pokey thing. Now, you can't buy little metal pokey things in the grocery store. These are only for responsible people, like this guy right here. He's very responsible. Look at him, he's just walking so responsibly. He's one of our helpers here at Silver Dollar City. There's such great people here. Did you notice? Everybody's smiling, everybody's helpful. I just love this place. It's so fun.
I think it's a pumpkin cabin.
Well, I've come all the way from England to perform here this season. Many people often ask me, which part of England are you from? I'm actually from the north of England, a place called Manchester, if any of you have been to England. And you know, I'm very blessed I've been able to travel the whole world for the last 20 years or so, performing my own piano shows, mainly on the world's finest cruise ships. And at the end of my performances, the biggest question that I ever get asked from my audiences is, David, how old were you when you started to play the piano? Well, I was about 8 years old, and apparently as a young boy, I used to just love going up to the piano, picking out all the latest Michael Jackson songs, because Michael Jackson was #1 in the world when I was a young boy. Now, after about a year of me playing by ear, my parents decided to send me to a really good piano teacher in England, and I went on to study the great classics. And while I was studying the classics, my favourite classical composer was Ludwig van Beethoven. I think one of the greatest classical composers of all time. Now, one day I woke up and I got this crazy idea to myself, and I thought, you know, I wonder if Beethoven was still alive today, and also if Michael Jackson was still alive today, and they were to actually get together in one room. What kind of music would they come up with together? I think it'd be interesting to hear it, yeah? Well, believe it or not, I've managed to combine 3 of Beethoven's most famous classical pieces with 3 of Michael Jackson's biggest hits. The first one is the beautiful Moonlight Sonata by Beethoven. I managed to put it together with Michael Jackson's Thriller, believe it or not. Then we've got the fantastic Fifth Symphony, the famous Two Notes by Beethoven. I put that one together with Michael Jackson's Billie Jean. And then the last one, my favourite one, Fur Elise by Beethoven, which I'm sure many of you have played on the piano. I've managed to put that one together with Michael Jackson's Smooth Criminal. Do you want to hear what it all sounds like? Yeah? Let's play it for you. Here we go.
Watch, that card just literally goes inside that deck. I'm going to show you a very fancy card trick. This is a card cut known as Sybil. It took a long time to learn. All right, 5 months of my life, and none of you cared. Yay! We'll just take that and give it a simple cut. Here we go. Dang, just that fast. And one right there, yes. And you have one. Good. And even do you have one as well? Who else? Is this your my last one? Okay, we're going to find your card first. We're going to do it that way with either the hard way or the easy way. How would you like to see it? You really don't even care, do you? Well, fine, we'll do it the I don't care way. I'll just ripple. Anytime you want, you just say stop and tell me what the card is, and I can stop there. What is it? What's your card? Ten of spades. Let's find it the I don't care way. All right, ten of spades. Okay, now you stop me about right there. Now, if I take that deck and cut it where you stop me, and I just shake it, one card pops out. Oh, I can't see it. Hit the light, and it is your 10 of spades, just that fast. Now, let's see, who else had a card? You had a card right there, yes? What was your card? 2 of clubs. I'm going to find it faster than hers because it's already in the hand. It's right there, just that fast. Who else had a card? That's going to create all the vortices, and it lets me fill it up with smoke. That's it. That's all I've done. The last thing I want is some vortex shoot music. All right. Go ahead, put those on your head. You're so close. We just give it a little tap, just like that, yeah? All right, here we go. Let's see. A little bit harder tap. Where we at? Right there. Let's see if you get that one. Oh, it curved, but I got, come on, there it is. But, all right, let's see where we at.
Spring's on the store and the summer's coming. Days are getting long. I'm waiting on winter for the time to be right, just to take you along. Baby, get ready. It don't matter if you sit forever, the fish don't bite. Jump in the river and cool ourselves from the heat of the night. Baby, get ready. Ooh, you and me go fishing in the dark, lying on backs and count the stars with a cool ass glow. Down by the river in the moonlight, we'll be falling in love in the middle of the night, just moving slow.
Thank you.